Hi, Lauren. Thank you so
Hi.
much for joining me today. I wonder if we could just start with you just telling us a bit about yourself.
Absolutely. So I'm Lauren Jobson and I'm an NLP trainer, and actually next month in October will be 10 years that I've been teaching NLP and matrix therapies and archetypal coaching. So I've had the pleasure of traveling all around Australia and certifying people in these amazing modalities. So I kind of coach, or I teach the coaches to become coaches.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And mum as well.
And I'm a mama to a beautiful, beautiful girl who I can't believe is coming up to almost 2. Should be 2 soon. It goes quick, doesn't it? And yeah, happy wife to my darling husband, and yeah, busy.
Okay. And can you just maybe explain where you were at before we started working together, and maybe why you decided to do the healing program?
Yeah, sure. So it's always interesting, isn't it, to think back where we were before when change has happened. But you know what, in saying that too, though, I can remember where I was because I had felt stuck for so long. So I believe we got started about 6-7 months ago now. And because we've had a little break since doing this, haven't we? So we finished our sessions a couple of months ago. And I was really stuck. I was just so sluggish, tired, not myself. In fact, I hadn't felt myself for quite a while, even before becoming pregnant, and then having a baby, being a new mum, picking up work again whilst now being a new mum. I'd lost my body, but I'd lost myself as well. And I felt I was getting on track with my diet and doing all the right things, but so stuck in that nothing was changing for me with my energy, with my body. So the biggest word that I know I felt was just this stagnant and stuck, and this hopelessness too, of like, what could help me? What could possibly make me feel myself again?
Sure.
Yeah.
And how did you find the process of working with me? So receiving that first organ and gland vitality audit, and also the process of working like via energetic surrogacy, so working at a distance, and then just the whole process.
Yeah, totally, Tracey. Okay, so I came across you because I was teaching your husband, and he didn't have to say much for me just to know that you sounded like amazing as to what you could help me with. And so it wasn't surprising when I got my first report back from you. So I remember when we first had our chat, and then I was so excited to get started with you. And you said, and then I immediately said, right, when is my availability? And you said, no, Lauren, again, remember, you don't have to turn up. And I was like, oh, wow. I can just be vulnerable and get on with my life, and just know, when I say be vulnerable, is I could just receive from you, and I didn't have to really do anything. And so that in itself was really amazing, something to get used to. And so the gift of receiving this amazing report from you in that first session, I could just never have imagined or expected the depth and the profundity of what you could pick up on and then help me with. So one thing I had come to you with is my hydrations, my energy levels, but my naturopath, who I'd seen like a month before, she told me you were deeply dehydrated. And I felt I was drinking heaps of water. Again, one thing that just I couldn't change. And but not only would you talk about what was going on physically in my body, the fact that I didn't have to show up, and then you picked up on all of these things about my emotions, my spirit, and then getting that organ and gland vitality thing. I wasn't surprised, because well, thank goodness, it makes sense as to what I'd been experiencing. And I was just so grateful to get even more from you that I could just never imagine. Okay. So yeah, other parts of your question, or?
No, but so what changes have you noticed now, and how are you feeling in yourself?
so many changes. So from stuckness, if I could say it in one word, I've got flow. I'm me again, and everything just flows. So I'm getting my body back because my body is now aligned, and I just feel like it's just alive again, and so it's flowing. So how I'm treating my body is now the outcomes that I'm seeing. So I've got more energy, I'm slimmer, I feel myself again, and then I'm just being able to manifest again. So receiving, my business has flowed. So I came to you for my physical and my health. The business stuff has been an amazing bonus. I loved how each session you would check in with me and say, "Hey, Loz, hi Lauren, what's going on for you? Is there anything else you'd like me to look into for you?" And I thought that was just amazing that I could bring up some things as to what was going on, and you would yes, get to focus on the thing that I brought up, but plus a whole other, so many other things that I could never have consciously told you what was going on. So again, just truly magical that I knew you were going to do the session. And sometimes I would feel this vibration in my head, by the way, too. As I've learned to listen more to my body, I was never one to trust my body before. I just thought, oh, I'm just making that up. But if I'm now more connected, and I remember sometimes feeling this energy, thinking, oh, Tracey's doing a session with me. And no kidding, I would feel so different after, like in the end of the day, after, if I'd had a session that day, that evening, I would feel amazing. And then I'd read the report afterwards, and it would be like, I got rid of so many negative communication lines between you and your husband, and things with my husband that night were better. We were talking, and it was just amazing how these things were happening. And then the reports you would send me would just confirm what I was feeling.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess the last question is, what would you say to another woman that's looking at this program and thinking about doing it or working with me? What would you say?
I would say do it. And I've already shared about you with so many people, and in fact I think you have got a few people that have been in touch with you, because I just couldn't hold, like when you are shifting so much and what you do is different. And I think so there is an element of trust and faith that needs to happen, or surrender. So I would say to somebody, it's completely different in that you don't have to turn up physically. Tracey will do a lot for you. You don't even have to really do a lot. You don't really have to do anything, which is amazing. Just surrender, just trust, just allow yourself to receive. So go for it, go with Tracey and give that, invest in you, and then be willing to just let go of any doubts or any confusion about how does it actually work. You do kind of have to just trust, and honestly, it's magical. Tracey, you're a magical.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I would recommend you to anyone who needs help, but they have no idea maybe why they can't change. I would say go to Tracey, and I know they would be blown away, because I couldn't have expected what you helped me with, Tracey.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Honestly, that. I remember you saying to me, Lauren, I love how you love the reports so much. It's not everyone likes to read all the details of what's happening.
Very in depth and have a lot of information. Yeah. And it was beautiful to work with you because you were so open to the whole process. And, even the shifts in the physical, it's emotional, and then there's soul levels to everything. So everything's interconnected. So you can't just work on one thing without working on a whole lot of stuff.
That's right. But then, our conscious mind couldn't comprehend about other stuff. But yes, that's an example of leaving it with you. You do your magic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Of course, anything I could do to give back to you, Tracey. I'm just so grateful to you and the changes I've made. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.